Well, hi, Dave Johnson here with Day Trade the Markets. We're looking at a 2-minute chart of the June crude contract. Today is Wednesday, May the 10th, 2017. I've just gotten long here at 47.42. We have had a nice move up since the news was released. Every Wednesday, of course, the inventory news is released. You can see it. This is when the news is released, really shot up. I manually put this line in here, which was a previous barrier. We have moved up above that, obviously. Reason I'm getting long down in here, you can see the Day Trade the Markets area of likely support, which is this green band right in here. So I've gone ahead and gone long for two contracts. I'm going to place my stop down here at 29 as the initial stop. Hopefully we'll be able to adjust that shortly, which is what I usually try and do. So we'll just leave that the way it is right now. We don't have any kind of objective yet, although I am thinking that I'll go ahead and I'm going to place a sell limit just in case we get a spike up there towards the high of the day. So we have our stop in place and our first objective. I'll leave it like that to try and I'll pause the recording now, keep it short, and I'll pick it up as the market dictates. Just resuming the recording for a moment. The other line that I actually meant to put on here, I forgot to, was at 47.30 because the 47.30 down here to 46.93 was the previous selling gap. So this line that I had on earlier was the low of that selling gap, and this line here is the high of that selling gap. So the market obviously has moved above it. So this is a bullish indication. We're going to go ahead and stay on our long trade here. We've got our stop in place, and I'll put the recording on pause, and we'll pick it up from there. Okay, just bringing you up to date here on this crude trade. The market has just bounced to within, I think it was like a tick of our objective here. So I'm going to go ahead and raise the stop. We're long two contracts here. I'm going to raise the stop to just below in here to 49. We're long from 42. So, and I'll go ahead and make the adjustment here on that marker for the stop. So we're very close to our objective, so hopefully we can get hit on that soon and have a nice profit there. We're only long the two contracts on this crude, but I just wanted to bring you up to date. We've moved through this barrier here with these two horizontal lines that I've manually put in here down at 46.93 and this one up at 47.30. So things continue to look good, and we just wanted to bring you up to date on that. And once again, I'll pause the recording. Okay, just resuming the recording. We just got filled here, as you can see. So 62 we got filled there. We have our stop in here for 2, so I'm going to adjust that down to just the one contract. And we had our last little dip down into here, which hit at 53, and our stop is at 49. So I'm just going to 53. I'm going to tuck it right underneath there at 52, and I will place this marker right here. We're long from 42, so we've locked in 20 ticks on the first contract, first half of the position, and we have locked in at least 10 ticks on the second half of the position here. So just want to bring you up to date on that, and once again I'll go ahead and pause the recording. Okay, just resuming the recording here. We are getting new highs for the day, which is good. So I'm going to bump this protective stop up here to 47.60. It's a little bit below the, well, it's right at the base of this first green bar. It's a few ticks below this most recent light green bar. So giving it a little bit of room there, 60. As a matter of fact, the low of that green bar is at 60. So I think actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it down to 59, 47, 59. That's going to lock in 17 ticks. It looks like it's selling off right now, but at any rate, so we'll just adjust this other marker over here. Looks like we might get stopped at any second here, but anyway, just wanted to bring you up to date on that, and once again I'll pause the recording. Oh, we got hit right there. Okay, so there we go. So we were long down here at 42. And we got out of half the position at 62 and the other half at 59. So 20 and 17, 37 ticks on those two contracts. So I think this is a pretty straightforward trade. You know, when we had the news this morning, the market rallied up through this zone in here that we had identified and then had another leg higher. We just got in near the low of that leg utilizing the the context of a containment area here, kind of a boxed area with support down near its low, getting long in there and allowing the trade to then go up and test the high of the day, which was what our expectation was. It did do that, but then get rejected, so we're stopped, but still had a nice profit in it. So a pretty straightforward trade in my view on the crude here in taking a look at the actions post news today. So if you have any questions or comments, you can reach us at info@daytradethemarkets.com. Thanks, and we'll see you next time.